Yo, internet, what's good? How's it going? Today, I actually really wanted to talk about something that I found really interesting, and it was the PlayStation 5 won't be releasing until May 2020 at the earliest. And this idea actually came from according to the tech reporter Takahashi Mochizuki, is that the PlayStation 5 most likely, or at least Sony came out and said that there will be no next gen PlayStation launch over the next 12 months. And interestingly enough, like, it's actually even crazy like that Sony is even announcing something to come out, or at least like that they're planning on dropping a console May of 2020. Now again, like a PlayStation 5 coming out in 2020, give or take with how long like I've been dabbling in video gaming and whatnot and watching the industry, it's about that time like that they went on and released this next gen console, because it just kind of has to happen, especially since that they went on to promise a lot of specs for that, going on to say that it will support 8K graphics, 3D audio, SSD storage, backwards compatibility with existing PlayStation 4 titles. The PlayStation 5 will have an 8-core CPU based on the AMD's third generation Ryzen line, including a GPU that supports ray tracing graphics. So again, Sony has to worry about they kind of have to worry about the cost of actually getting this thing made and getting it out there. The real question is what will Microsoft do on that? Because again, Microsoft, from what I understand, the fact that Sony isn't going to release the PlayStation 5 like how they usually do, like somewhere around October or November of 2020, and that they're doing this like early 2020. The question is Microsoft, who's working on the Xbox Project Scarlet, or what they're calling the Anaconda, or most likely the Lockhart, things that are supposed to the systems that are supposed to sort of succeed the Xbox One S and Xbox One X, that kind of thing, so it's really interesting as to what they're going to do, because again, obviously, because depending on what they do, they really needed to catch up with Sony, because Sony has 3 consoles that are technically the top, are technically within the top 5 sellers of all time. PlayStation 2 obviously is number 1, followed by the PlayStation 2, which number 3 spot is taken by the Nintendo Switch, obviously, or well, not the Nintendo Switch. I'm sorry, it's the Wii. It's taken by the Wii, and then PlayStation 4 is picking up 4th, with 96, with it being 155 first, then 102.49 for the PlayStation 1, then 101.63 for the Wii, and then the PlayStation 4 has 96.8. And literally, the reason why I do bring that up is because at this point, it's like Microsoft really has to do something to kind of keep up with their competition, whether it be them coming up with a few, with them releasing way more interesting games, or not necessarily trying to release 3 consoles within years of each other, that kind of thing. Because because I know that Sony put out the PlayStation Pro, and I believe that they're planning on putting out and that with light of this PlayStation 5 fiasco, it's hey man, they only have about like 2 consoles, like 2 3 consoles. You know, Microsoft has about like 5. Got the Xbox One, the Xbox One X, the Xbox One S, and soon to be more. Like, oh boy, like these guys, like they really got to stop that. But again, that is what I got to say about that. I'll catch you guys on the next John Graves show. Please tell me what you think about this down there in the comment section. I'll see you next time. I'm out.